Tzvi, give us a little bit of thought when you met this winemaker at the Ariel University. What does he do? A little backbone of your experience at Ariel and the grapes they're developing from the times of the Beis HaMikdashim, the temples.
His name is Nir Chen, and he's a colleague of another gentleman by the name of Shivi Drori. Shivi Drori is a professor at Ariel University. He somehow found shards of old grapes, indigenous grapes to Israel, and so Nir Hen, his colleague, they've been able, I guess, together in their own ways, working both independently and together, to extract the DNA and to turn these ancient grapes into wine. So they found about 150, maybe 10 of them, maybe a little bit more than 10, they've turned into actual wine. So we spoke about the Hamdani, Jandali, Beituni, Marawi. So actually Rekanati has, I think Marawi, they have a Beituni. Beituni I have in my house. I got a bottle from actually our friends at Taipei Winery, which is people know Taipei Brewery. I don't know if I can have that bottle. Probably not. This is not kosher. It's possible I may be able to, taste it and spit it out. That's a whole other conversation. So this bottle that I got, so they have a whole lab now in Ariel University where they're just developing. It's basically a winery, a vineyard, at the university on the campus itself. I got a chance to go there a few times. I was recently there in August. I was there with my parents. I showed them. They were blown away. I showed them really what's going on over there, and as people from the former Soviet Union, they were very impressed by there was a whole lab, there's a whole science to this thing, and there was a person there, actually a Russian-speaking scientist. It was the whole thing was very eye-opening, very interesting. I don't know. This that we have here, it's called David. It's a red blend
of a strain of Cabernet Sauvignon.
So
a strain of Malbec, strain of Syrah, a strain of Merlot, and something else.
I think 10% is some
10%
kind of
one of the indigenous. It looks like
it could be, yeah. So yeah, I think he mentioned it to me. He mentioned that I'm going to give you a blend, and it's like it's got some non-indigenous and it's got indigenous. So.
Yeah, it has one grape at the end.
I think
that I've never heard.
Yeah, I've never heard the name. So yeah, there's some grapes that just haven't even given a name to these things. So my father ad nauseum keeps asking, which is a valid question. He keeps asking the question to me, to the scientist. He's like, so this is the stuff they use at the temple. This is the stuff they use at the temple.
Keeps asking,
and he's just like, we don't know. We have no idea.
Rinsing it.
We don't know. I mean, we're
getting there.
We know they used white. That we know they used red. They used. Like you said, what's it called?
By the way, I'm not pouring on an actual floor now. I'm putting on grass.
Yeah. So. You always said, we were saying they used either white from Israel or yain kafrisen, the cypress red.
For the incense.
Yeah. So, but we don't know what they use in the temple, really.
And it could have even, like, conceptually, yain kafrisen could have been a grape or vine brought from Cyprus to Eretz Kodesh.
So
that's totally possible as well.
They didn't know that
the name specifically came from, like in the Gemara talks about esrogim from
like Italy, Egypt, and all that. Yeah, people were. We had our etrog liqueur in the store, and people were like, "Well, where is this from?" I'm like, "California." They're like, "Yeah, but the etrogim." They're all like, "Oh, the etrogim probably from Italy." I'm like, "Nope."
It's from our Chafetz time, and I think 3 or 4 other strains.
No, but like the guy growing them is not even Jewish.
Right.
In California.
But the strains he got specifically from.
Yeah. And he was an orange
ones
farmer.
that have Masoya.
Correct. And this gentleman, I guess he's a Presbyterian. He knows more about the laws, the halachot of the esrog, more than most Jews, and he says 80% of them are not valid for sukkahs, and so that's what he uses to make the liquor.
So what's phenomenal about that, Howard, the guy who he and his wife produce Sukkah Hill, and they make our esrog liqueur for us. And he said he waved one of the esrogim from his own fields, and he said it was incredible. Yeah, very special. Okay.
Did you smell this yet? This is interesting.
I did not.
So, speaking of barnyard.
Barnyard? Yeah, that's good.
I
like barnyard.
Barnyard, but then like you get this like tangy barnyard with like
So I'm happy they didn't leave this as 100% Cabernet because there's
Yeah.
a certain tone of Cabernet
Yeah.
that I think a lot of people really love it,
Yeah.
and I don't. There's something about certain Cabernet aromas
Yeah.
that I'm just not a fan of.
I always channel you when people come up and these like people that all they know, in the Jewish world, that all they know is Cabernet,
Right.
and I'm just like, get out of your Cabernet Meitzar.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just people are just like, dude, just explore.
It's one grape.
Explore. Shiraz, Syrah, Malbec, GSM, da da da. Like, just Grenache. Like,
There's 3,000 different grapes they make wine from.
sure.
I don't get it.
It's
Glenlivet, 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 Glenlivet.
All right.
Bacardi, Bacardi, Bacardi,
It's
Bacardi,
just
Bacardi. Grey Goose, Grey Goose, Grey Goose, Grey Goose,
It's just
Patron,
education.
Patron, 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 Patron. Okay. Halt, stop,
Yeah.
drop the
I think
mic.
a lot of it is
done.
people are spending money and they want to know that they're spending money. They don't want to take a chance and just be, wrong, screw up.
Get together with 10 people, you buy a bottle. It costs each person $1.50
Yeah.
to buy a $25 bottle of
and
wine,
just go
$30
tell.
bottle of wine.
Yeah.
And be like, we like it, we don't like it. Done.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was a huge investment.
Yeah.
1 hour of time and $1.50.
Yeah. On a GSM.
If we're not okay investing an hour of time and $1.50 to get out of drinking the same thing over and over and over again, even though we may not think it's like the best, that seems a little strange. All right, let's smell this thing after airing it out.
You do it, Tony, Mitty Lemons?
It was on the table.
Hmm.
It's a Shiloh.
Hmm.
It's a Shiloh.
Yep.
12 months in the wood.
That's what it says?
Yep.
Yeah. What's alcohol? 15%. It's very high.
Yeah. 12 chidushim. Yeah. Pretty cool. This wine does not exist in America.
Mm-hmm.
This wine does not exist for sale.
It doesn't exist for even stores in Israel.
It's not on sale in Israel.
It's just
This wine doesn't exist. This isn't for real. This is all a facade.
it's all hologram.
Yeah,
What you're
exactly.
watching
Yeah.
is
Welcome to the Matrix.
welcome
We're taking the red pill.
to Kabbalah.
Yeah, no kidding. Kabbalah, yeah,
It's
true.
like, Moti Berger at Eish Torah, he's like, yeah, we don't actually exist. Okay, let me go punch you in the face.
Right. Yeah.
And
Well,
see if I exist.
my favorite thing is when people argue on the Sabbath, we're not supposed to ignite fire.
Yes.
So a person's like, yeah, but a light switch, it doesn't really do it. So a guy says, okay, put your hand in a light socket.
Yeah.
If it won't, tell me it won't burn you.
Put your hand.
Tell me it won't
What
burn
about
you.
driving with the spark plug? Like
Put your finger in between the spark
when I
plug
start my car.
and the piston.
Yeah, when you start your car and see what happens with your finger.
Put your finger in between the starter key and the starter.
So what do you think about the Shabbos switch that they created?
I'm completely confused by
That's
that.
a whole conversation.
Because setting a timer on something
Oh, that's a time.
that specifically goes on and off is one thing.
Mhm.
You're not controlling it. The timer is controlling it.
Correct.
Excuse me, and you're setting it before the Sabbath even
Yeah.
begins. So therefore, it's on a timer for the week.
Yeah.
So fine. But if you are somehow randomly accessing controls of fire,
And the whole premise is that you're not.
that you're
actually,
not allowed to
no, the
control
whole
access of fire.
No, meaning the whole it's not even, that's the whole premise of Shabbos switch, that you're not doing it. That it's not actually creating a circuit. People, Jews, man, you figured it out.
Right.
You figured it all out.
Most of the people they interviewed
Yeah, they said
after
it's
the
not-
fact, they're
they
like,
said it's
wait a minute, no.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I'm not seeing it proliferating.
No,
Yeah.
that's not.
Neat concept.
Listen, the what is it? The slow cooker was an issue when it came out. Now it's a whole. You can use it.
Yeah.
When it came out, it was an issue, and the same thing with the blech, with
Yeah.
the plata. So,
Oh, see, after it airs out, that one tone that I don't like in Cabernet is gone. It's almost like this, sour metallic note that's fruity.
It's like a bunch of guys come to your party, and one of them's rowdy, and and then after a while,
Everyone settles down. They
Somebody
kick them out. Yeah,
and you're
that's
like,
fine.
oh, okay, that's fine.
That's a great idea, actually. Ooh, this really comes down. Huge change.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi, how you doing? Out of the gate, the horse was stumbling, falling all over himself. He ran into the side rails, pulled himself together.